Stewart R. Mott, philanthropist and heir to the General Motors fortune, was born in the Depression year of 1934 in Flint, Michigan. After the death of his father, the automotive pioneer Charles S. Mott, Stewart Mott began to create charitable trusts. They gave millions to causes such as population control, government transparency, and world peace. Mr. Mott also became a political figure, backing liberal candidates in the 60s and 70s, and becoming known as a maverick who had broken from his deep capitalist roots. The Times spoke with Mr. Mott in June 2006 about his life, his times, and his legacy.
Is it good fortune to be born with a great fortune, or is it a mixture of a blessing and a curse?
The disadvantages of being wealthy are, in my experience, few. It's a blessing, and for me, I decided, well, thank you very much. I want to do something useful. It gave me the option of spending my life in public service.
How old were you when you realized that you had an opportunity to devote your life to charitable work?
It was about age 24, 25, that realizing that I had inherited wealth and an adequate income to meet all my needs, that I saw an opportunity to start a Planned Parenthood affiliate in my hometown of Flint, Michigan.
What are your memories of growing up there?
Flint, Michigan, during the 40s and 50s, during my so-called growing up years, very much a company town, factory town, most dependent on General Motors of almost any sizable city in the United States. And boom and bust, but the late 40s and 50s were definitely boom years because of the baby boom and the returning generation from World War II. And my father was still very important in General Motors, although he was no longer active. But Flint, Michigan seemed prosperous and on top of the world back then. He was very much vitally a part of Flint, Michigan, and served as mayor of Flint for 3 terms.
Most people know Flint through the movie Roger and Me by Michael Moore. And what they see when they see that movie is the end of the industrial era and its impact on a company town.
So Flint was, in my youth, a very prosperous town. One of the highest per capita income, thanks to the average wage of the UAW automobile workers. General Motors, I think at its peak, had something like 40,000 employees in Flint, and it's now down to 5,000 or 6,000. It's you could say it's the end of an industrial era. After all, the United States has gone from less of a manufacturing mode to providing services. I remember one day in, I think it was 1960s, when I had a conversation about investments with my father. And my good fortunes and the families came from General Motors. But I broached the subject of maybe investing in companies like IBM or Xerox. And my father went, "Huh? You mean to say General Motors hasn't been good enough for you?"